Good morning, folks. Georgia Adventure here. Cloudy here in Georgia. It's about 60 degrees, which I'm happy. So, I wanted to do my Monday morning. It's going to be a Monday morning inspirational talk, and I'm going to do, I got a knife slip I'm going to show you, and I got a couple knives. I got two new ones I'm going to show you, actually. Well, I say one's new. I've had it a while. I just hadn't carried it. But I got one. I got a GEC that I traded another GEC for. So, anyway, today's talk is about my daddy-in-law, my father-in-law. His name's Jerry. So he lost his wife, my mother-in-law. Oh, I'd say a year ago. So he moved to South Carolina 20 years ago. Bought him a farm up there. And he's been living up there for a while. That was his retirement place, but now he wanted to come down and be close to us. My wife wanted him down here. My wife's got two siblings, but she's the one that takes care of him pretty much. So good man. He's 82, be 83 his next birthday. He gets around good. He drives. He's a capable person. He was raised in the North Carolina mountains on a tobacco farm, so they lived hard. He was raised hard. If they wanted to eat, they had to kill or grow it. So good character, man of good character, Christian man, integrity. I mean, he's the people. He's the generation, like my daddy's generation, that built this country. They built this country, and they did, and I give them credit. That generation did. He was a Marine veteran, 4 years in the Marine Corps, and just family man, just as humble as you can be. And I think a lot of him. I think a whole lot of him. And he's a praying man. He's a godly man. My wife just loves him like, it's amazing. She loves him. And so we went and got him Friday, and he'd gotten rid of just about everything. And I had my pickup loaded. My wife drove one of his cars, and he drove the other one, had his clothes in it. And I brought his golf cart down here and a few things, some of his guns, and stuff. And I got his guns in my gun safe, and because he don't really have nowhere to put them right now, but he's got his pistol and all, a couple of his pistols. But he brought him down here, and of course he wanted us to have the golf cart, so we got the golf cart for a little homestead there, and it's came in handy so far. But we got him all situated, moved in, and he had furniture delivered, and so he's happy, man. He's happy. So he's down here, and he's close to us. We moved him to Rome, Georgia, and we're probably about 20 minutes from Rome, Georgia. So we're close, and we can see him a lot. My wife just loves him, and I always tell her, yeah, I know I'm not number one. She goes, yes, you are. She'll I aggravate her about it, but she does. She loves her daddy. She takes care of him. She does good. She does a good job taking care of him, caring for him, and loving on him. So we moved him in. Like I said, he's a Marine veteran. He just has a lot of character. He loves God. It shows the way he lives his life. I'm trying not to get choked up talking about him, but he's a good man. He's just a good man, and he's the salt of the earth. And his generation, which is my daddy's generation, they built this country. That, to me, was the greatest generation. He served in the military as my dad did, and when they're gone, I think this country's really going to suffer, because then you got my generation. We're not too bad. We're still pretty good. We're still pretty good. But the generations now, the new generations, I'm really concerned. And I'm not going to get on a rant, but I've you know, and you can't, you know, clump everybody up in a statement like that and say, well, the Gen Zers are this and the millennials are that. But because I know people from each one of them, and I meet a lot of good, hardworking people, good Christian people, but the generations are getting lazier, and they're getting, I don't know, it's just a different generation, man. It's just different than we are. And I look, I love this country, man. I love America, and you know, I tell people I'm genuinely worried about this country. I am. Sometimes it keeps me up at night, and that's all I'm gonna say. You know, that's all I'm gonna say about it. But when I look at my father-in-law, and he's the same way, he's really concerned about the country. Like he says, we fought. We had people die for this country, and nobody cares anymore. And that hurts, man. That's a tough statement for me to hear. I apologize, man. But try not to get emotional. But those statements hits me hard. And it does. Because, you know, I never served in the military. I was going to join. You know, I was going to join, but my mother didn't want me to. And so I love my mama, so I didn't want to hurt her. So I've been working. So anyway, yeah, enough of that. But just a great generation, man. Just, and I know they're getting older, but you know, just it is what it is. It's God's plan. So we have to work hard to get people educated. Sorry, folks, I didn't mean to get emotional. You know, but so yeah, we moved him down here, and he's settled in, and we're thrilled. So, you know, with that, and that's about all I got to say about that. You know, just men of good character, humble men that they're hard here, but they're soft here. You know, like my daddy, they just worked hard. They just did what they had to do to take care of their family. My daddy and my mother took care of us. He took care of them. I try to be the same way, you know. But it does worry me. I'm worried. Concerned about this country, y'all. And I try not to be. I do a lot of praying. You know, it's the best thing we can do is pray for our country. You know, that's the best thing. That's all we can do right now. Pray and vote. And I pray a lot for this country, you know. And I know it's in God's hands. So anyways, but I'm going to go to knives now. How about that? So I'm going to go to knives. And so what I'm carrying today is I'm carrying this amber bone sod buster. And y'all know sod busters are my favorite. Thing's got patina on it. This amber bone is just really a pretty color. It's a pretty color. I'm also carrying another amber bone, and I hadn't been carrying this one, but I said I was going to start carrying it. And it's a amber bone 75, and I really enjoy carrying a 75, but I carry it in this little pocket sheath because it's big, but I carry it in a sheath right here. And I do make those sheaths, so you know, if you're ever interested, just let me know. But this is what I carry it in. It hangs on my belt. The weight's good on my belt. I don't have a big knife in my pocket. But it's an amber bone 75. And you can see it's getting a little thinner. I cut some stuff up with it the other day. I'm gonna get this off. Sorry about licking my finger, but so I carry it, you know, I carry it pretty regular. And you know, I started carrying it about a week ago. I had forgotten I bought it. And when I did Big J and them's knife talk last week, I had all my Stockmans out just in case he wanted me to show them. So I thought, dang, I forgot I had that one. And it's CS, you know, it's carbon steel. Tells you on this sheep's foot blade, it's got CS on it. You can see it. So yeah, nice. These are great working man knives. This is great. This is a great. A lot of people don't like them. They like the medium Stockman better. But I like this one because it's good in my hand, and it's a good heavy, and it's heavy, believe me. But it's got a lot to offer. It's got a lot to offer you, man, you know. And one of the things I noticed about this one when I pulled it out of the box, I really never paid any attention to, was this little light color right in the middle. And I think that adds a little character to it, y'all. I think it adds a little character to it, man. And it's got CS on the spade blade. A lot of uses for this knife, so I enjoy carrying it. I still, you know, a large trapper, still my second favorite. That's my first favorite. But also, I've got a GEC on me today, and I made a trade for this knife, for this GEC. But I wanted to show this knife slip that doggone John sent me, and I love how he did this maker's mark on here. It's a pretty slip. It's flawless. It's just about as perfect as you can get with leather, y'all. But I love the stamp here. I think you done a fantastic job with it. It's a beautiful color. And I'm carrying slips a lot more. I make slips, so I'm a slip guy. But yeah, he done a great job on this. So this GEC slides right down in here. And this solder will slide down in here. Look at there. So I enjoy carrying it. I'm gonna carry them a lot more. So I got one from Richter too. But look, I support all the all the leather makers out there. You know, I don't mind competition. You know, there's plenty of customers out there. But I enjoy getting slips from other people. You know, it just ain't about me. So I traded for this GEC, and this is a 922219, and I can't remember what they call this pattern. I apologize, but I had I don't know how to pronounce it, Titado cutlery, and I traded a stag one just like this to a guy, one of my followers, and I follow him on Instagram. But he asked me if I'd trade, and I said, well, I got it. Erica gave it to me, sent it to me, and I don't really like to trade stuff that somebody gave me. I'm a little, you know, sentimental, so if somebody sends me something, I'm gonna keep it. So he got in touch with Erica, and Erica and he showed me the text. He sent me the text from Eric and said, tell him he can trade if he wants to. So I said, okay then. So we'll do it. But when he showed this to me, I'm like, man, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And the shield, see, the other one didn't have a shield on it, but the shield on this one, I love this shield, man. It's just a neat, and I don't know, maybe somebody that likes GECs can tell me what this shield is. I'm gonna try to find it on eBay. And it's got I don't remember what they call this bone. It's a red bone, but they got a name for it. And I apologize, I'm not familiar with it, but I'm gonna see if I can get some information about it. This blade is one of the things I like about it. I love this blade, this spear point blade. It is just a great user, man. The way it's shaped. Then you got this little small blade here. You got this as GEC carbon, CAR is carbon. And I think it's 1095. I think that's what GEC uses. I'm not a GEC expert, but we got some out there. Mr. Richter He has a lot of GECs. Doggone John, think's got a few. And the guy that I got this from, he's collecting the sandbar stag ones. So I made a trade, and it worked out good for me because I like this. I think it's a beautiful knife. Listen to this though. It's got a half stop. Boom, man, that half stop is nice. So I've been carrying this a lot, man. I like it. It's just a pretty knife. Still carry my Saudi, and fits right down in that doggone John. Knocked it out of the park, brother. It's beautiful. I appreciate you sending it. Look at there. This thing, I'm telling you, it's flawless. I'm gonna have to step my game up, man. I'm gonna have to step it up. It's beautiful. Good job. So anyways, I'm carrying my Parker Jotter today. One of them. This is a plastic barrel one. You can tell because it's got the metal tip on it. Right's good. Stainless steel top here, so I always got a Jotter on me most of the time. So anyway, that's my video. I apologize for getting emotional, man. I didn't mean to. I really didn't. I wasn't planned. But I apologize for that. I hate to get that way. I'm gonna watch this video. I may not put it up. I'm just gonna see how it is. I just got a little too emotional this morning. But anyways, God bless y'all. I'm up 16 minutes, so y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe. I got my safety green on today. Y'all be safe, okay? God bless you.